Welcome to the Explainer. Look, we are right in the middle of a massive paradigm shift when it comes to how organizations actually interact with their data. Google Cloud just announced the general availability of conversational analytics in BigQuery, and honestly, it's officially signaling the exit from the static dashboard era. We're moving away from just staring at historical numbers and stepping into engaging with a dynamic reasoning system. So if you want to understand how raw data is finally being transformed into active corporate knowledge, you are absolutely in the right place. Let's be real for a second and commiserate over a classic bottleneck that pretty much every modern organization faces. On one side, you've got business leaders who absolutely run on fast decisions, right? They need answers yesterday. But the reality is completely different. Users are stuck waiting in this endless line for insights because the data teams, the ones who actually hold the answers, are completely buried. They're drowning under a massive backlog of routine, repetitive requests. The sheer demand for data just totally outpaces human capacity.
Okay, let's dive into this. Section 1, your new AI analyst. From backlog to instant insights.
So how do we actually bridge that gap between the folks asking the questions and the data itself? Well, that is exactly where conversational analytics comes in. And to be clear, this is not just some basic search bar. It's a built-in agent powered by Google's latest Gemini models. And the best part? It behaves just like a seasoned human analyst. It knows your specific business context, it actually thinks before it answers, and crucially, it stands behind its work. Plus, there is literally zero setup required to start using it. Data professionals can build these specialized agents directly inside BigQuery Studio or Data Canvas, and then just instantly publish them out to Gemini Enterprise, Data Studio, or via an API to whatever app your business teams are already using.
To really grasp the real-world impact of this, listen to this quote from Susie Miller, the head of data at Money Group. She says, "Analysis that used to take weeks can now be done in minutes, saving our financial analysts around half a day each week." I mean, think about that scale of efficiency. By making analysis truly self-serve, teams are totally shifting their focus from just waiting around for data to making much faster, smarter product and commercial decisions.
And this doesn't magically apply only to data sitting neatly inside native BigQuery tables. Because enterprise data is messy. It's scattered everywhere. So this tool is specifically designed to break down those silos. You can reach out and analyze scattered data right across Lakehouse-managed Apache Iceberg tables, Databricks, Unity, AWS Glue, SAP, and Salesforce. You can seamlessly query all that distributed information across multiple clouds, all in a single, simple conversation. Section 2, Engineered for Trust. Let's see how these agents remain grounded and inspectable.
Now, accuracy here is by design, not just some aspirational goal. Instead of making wild assumptions, the AI taps directly into your knowledge catalog and BigQuery graph to ground its answers. And this brilliantly illustrates how that works in practice. At query time, conversational analytics leverages a function called AI.generate_embeddings. Basically, it automatically understands the context of your specific, maybe somewhat quirky, column values. Say a user asks a plain language question about Texas. The AI automatically maps that to find the exact rows stored under the abbreviation TX. No more failed queries just because someone didn't know your exact internal database naming conventions. It really builds into complete transparency, because grounding only works if you can actually verify it, right? The agent literally shows its math through 4 pillars of inspectability. First, visible thinking steps. You can actually review the step-by-step reasoning and the exact SQL it generated before it answers. Second, context citations. It cites the precise tables, schema definitions, and glossary terms it used. Third, proactive disambiguation. If your prompt is vague, it doesn't just guess, it stops and asks you a clarifying question. And fourth, long-term memory. It remembers what your specific terms mean, so you aren't stuck repeatedly defining things over and over in the chat. Moving right along to Section 3, built-in security and governance. Let's address the elephant in the room. You absolutely cannot scale AI to tens of thousands of users without rigorous security. It's the roadblock that stops most AI projects in their tracks. Here, it helps to distinguish between baseline governance and AI-specific controls. Because it's built directly into BigQuery, you automatically inherit foundational compliance things like access transparency, CMEK, private IP, and VPC service controls. That guarantees data residency across EU and US multi-region endpoints. But crucially, you also get the operational controls you need to actually manage an AI at scale. You can configure native cost controls so no user blows through a budget, cap maximum query sizes, and easily track usage via job labels. The whole shebang is totally locked down and financially predictable.
Section 4. Plain Language AI Power. Let's check out the advanced features under the hood.
This agent goes way beyond just pulling rows of data. It actually brings advanced BigQuery AI functions directly into simple, plain language prompts. This is absolutely crucial. It empowers users to stop merely asking what happened and seamlessly start asking, why did this move? By simply asking what drove a change, the agent automatically triggers a function called AI.keyDrivers. It instantly runs a root cause analysis and surfaces the exact hidden segments driving a metric change. It literally turns any user into an instant root cause analyst.
It also moves you completely past just historical reporting. Right from the chat interface, you can ask the agent to trigger AI.forecast or AI.detect anomalies. This lets you project future trends or instantly flag outliers in your data. And the immense benefit here? You get this incredible predictive capability without ever needing a data scientist to build, train, or manage a custom machine learning model. It is all handled dynamically for you. And get this, the agent doesn't even limit you to structured tables. By leveraging BigQuery object tables, a single conversation can span your entire data estate. We're talking about synthesizing insights from highly structured relational tables right alongside unstructured files. You can reason over text in PDFs, images, server logs, and even video files, all simultaneously in one continuous analytical flow. It's wild. Finally, Section 5, the Agentic Data Cloud. All of this culminates in a massive evolution, specifically with something called deep dive mode. Instead of you asking a question, getting a single answer, and then trying to think of the next prompt, we are shifting from reactive human scale analysis to proactive agent scale action. The agent autonomously builds a full analytical plan, runs the multi-step investigation, and delivers a comprehensive report with zero manual SQL. You can actually deploy these autonomous agents to monitor your data, reason over events, and run workflows on a schedule. Just imagine setting up a custom directive so that every Monday morning, a fully researched business report or anomaly detection summary is delivered straight to your chat without anyone lifting a finger. BigQuery has officially transformed from a static data warehouse into a highly active system of action. It's secure, it's governed, it's totally explainable, and it's remarkably powerful. Which leaves us with one final essential question to ask yourself and your data teams today. Are you ready to exit the static dashboard era and build your first agent in BigQuery Studio? Thanks for joining me for this explainer, and I really hope this sparks some exciting ideas for your own data workflows.